Hi, and welcome to today's daily reading, which is for the 15th of July. And today I thought I would do a random reading from Louise Hay's book, Heart Thoughts, a Treasury of Inner Wisdom. And I've used this book before in the daily readings because it's my most beautiful book. It's one of these books that you just see in a bookstore and you have to have a copy. My husband bought me this a few years back for either part of my Christmas or birthday because I requested it. It was just such a beautiful book. I love it, and I've ordered it online since, and the copy that was sent was smaller and it wasn't as colourful, and I was very disappointed in it. So it's be careful when you order something online. If you see it in the store, let's support the bookstores occasionally and keep them alive so that we can go in there and read our little bits of books. So this one is my most beautiful book. So I'm just going to choose a random page, which will have a message for both of us. Alrighty, this is what it looks like. Everything I do is by choice. And it says, remove the expression have to from your vocabulary and your thinking, because it is going to release a lot of self-imposed pressure. You can create tremendous stress by saying, I have to get up, I have to do this, I have to, I have to. Instead, begin by saying, I choose to. It puts a whole different perspective on your life. Everything you do is by choice. It may not seem so, but it is. And then there's always a second little page, so this side here, which says, begin to listen to what you say and how you say it. Don't say anything that you don't want to become true for you. You can choose what to say, do, and think. So it's a beautiful book. It's full of beautiful messages, very positive messages, and full of ideas to get you to change the way that you live your life, basically. So today's was talking about removing the have tos from your life, and I pretty much have done that a long time ago, and I've run some workshops on the power of words and how they can affect our lives, how they can affect our lives negatively when we speak to ourselves negatively, and how they can impact our lives positively when we change the wording ever so slightly so that it's a positive thing. So when we say have to, it's like a demand on ourselves. It's like a judgment of ourselves if we don't do that thing. But changing the have to I choose to, then it does bring in that everything I do is a choice. It's a much gentler energy. It's a much gentler vibration to say that I choose to, or I can choose not to. So there's that. And then recently I've read a couple of times in quick succession about using I get to. So instead of saying I have to wake up now, you can say to yourself, I get to wake up now. I get to wake up this morning. I get to go to work. I get to be on this laptop. I get to curl up in bed at night. It's a privilege. It's a magical privilege that we're here on this earth, as human beings. We're all unique individuals. And if we, changing have to choose to is brilliant. But going one step further and saying, I get to do this is another vibration altogether. So it's one that I've discovered recently, and it's one that I'm trying to incorporate into my own life. And it is a very different vibration. When I'm going for my walks now, it's like I have to go for my walk. No, oh, I choose to go for my walk. And now it's like I get to go for this walk. I have this fit, healthy body that takes me around my circuit. I get to do this. How privileged am I that I get to do this in a safe, too hot sometimes or too cold at other times. And sometimes the weather's perfect. It's absolutely pouring with rain again, and I haven't been outside today. But I got to walk already around my house 5,000 steps because I'm committed to doing it. So I get to have that commitment for myself. So it's not that I have to have that commitment or I'm choosing to have that commitment. I get to have this commitment. So something for you to play around with today, moving from the have to the choosing, I choose to, and then maybe moving a step further at some point and saying, I get to do this. I get to do this. So my 5 minutes are up, and I'll leave you with that. Namaste. Love to you all. Bye now.